So I finally painted my MUX diff. It's all done in Raptor. Pretty much now it's just change that diff center to my 4:1 ratio and axles and brakes. Comparison of diff centers. This is my 4:1 LSD. That's out of the newer MUX. No LSD, just spider gears, and it's also 3:7 ratio. This 4:1 will match my front diff. Controls have a 4:1 ratio, which is what I'm running. Give me a hand, because today that MUX diff is ready to go, and that's going under and replacing that patrol diff. So I'll pretty much just be putting that in. Just got to make custom brake lines for it to go on and bolt it in, and then once that's done I can get my tail shaft measurements and get a custom rear tail shaft as well. So I'm pretty much just undoing everything. So sway bars off, but then I've got all my trailing arms, tail shaft. Then I have to do the shocks, and panhard and brake lines. Then pretty much roll this diff out, roll the other one under, and pretty much repeat. Everything's off, so pretty much ready to pull this diff out. I'm going to put that one in. Hey dogs. That's it. control diff out. Now I just need to put brake lines, these steel brake lines, them onto this diff and pretty much put that in. So if anyone wondering how much wider a GU diff is compared to an MUX diff, I just measured it and the GU wins by 5mm. So it's actually not that much. I thought the MUX diff would be way skinnier, but it's only 5mm. So that's one side brake line I've made. Now I just need to do from there to there and put this diff in. Now that's brake line number 2 done. So now pretty much ready. So now we're pretty much ready to install this under the car and bolt it all up. Get going. Get going.
Alright, turn.
So I've just put the ABS sensors in. This is a little cable for it. Pretty much the whole reason why I'm doing this whole diff swap is for 2 of these cables. So just extending these ABS wires So that only reached to there. Come on, just putting the plug on that to go up to the top. That's plugged in on the chassis cable already, so once that's reached, it's all linked up and joined. So just going for a test drive now, see if my speedo works, because that's the big test with these sensors. Because I didn't have a speedo before, I relied on a heads-up display. So as you can see, 4 drives on. That's because I haven't got a rear tail shaft in it yet. I'm basically just going to drive it off front wheel drive, but it's only for a road test, it's not going to be for long. And my ABS and traction control lights are still on. That's because the front's not hooked up with sensors, only the rear is, so they've updated it. So it works. So got my new rear tail shaft in now, so now my rear diff actually works. Driveline Services in Perth done it for me. It's under there. So it's a 3.5 inch diameter shaft. They had to upgrade it from the 2.75 inch, which is the standard one, because apparently because of the length it was like 1400 mil long, and they could have went to a 3 inch, but then they get some bad harmonic, so they said 3.5 inch. So it's pretty big, but it works, it's balanced, it's nice, drives good, no complaints, and fits straight in.